So when we were looking for our twins, boy-girl twins. So we didn't want to separate them and send them to single-sex schools, and it was really important for us to find a school that would support them as twins, but also allow them to become independent and individual, exactly. And that was part of the reason we came here, being co-ed. That really, the environment seemed to really suit them. So that was a big factor in our decision.
Yeah, other factors were reputation of the school, facilities, and academic achievement as well.
Yeah, so looking around the school, we could see all these resources that would be available to them, and knew that they'd have a really good time here and learn to love school. If they don't love school at this age, then when will they love school? So that was important. I think knowing that they would have the continuity from essentially age 4 to 18, we saw that as an advantage. And also now having 3 kids at high school, it just means that all 3, although they're doing their own thing, are still together.
Yeah, location was a factor as well, and then we also know quite a few of the other parents who send their children here.
And they've all been really happy with the support and the academic achievements and extracurricular achievements as well. So we did come to Taster Days for all 3, and it was quite nice just to see the kids just getting stuck in, but also that the teachers are friendly and supportive and approachable, and it was just a very welcoming environment, and somewhere that the kids obviously felt really comfortable and excited. They were, maybe a little shy to start with, but really got stuck in, and then were asking when can we go back. So that just spoke volumes for us.
And seeing the actual classrooms and the layout, what was available, how the children interacted with the materials, it was nice to see as well.
So for us, I think we really like the fact that it's co-ed, and when we were looking around the other schools that were in our catchment area, as it were, I think we appreciated the resources that the school had, which meant they would be available to our children. And also, we were both educated in the private education system, and really appreciate the doors that it opened for us and the opportunities it gave to us throughout, at the different ages, and wanted our children to have the same.
We wanted our children to have the same access to resources. Yeah,
and actually looking at the different schools, you could really see the difference in what was available. I mean, even although we had a similar education, what the kids are doing now is still completely different to what we were doing. I mean, our daughter is in year 1 and she started the harp, and she's absolutely delighted by that, and it isn't something even that was available to me. So, that's lovely for her, and we're really pleased that they're all here. We feel like we've made a really good decision.
So swimming pool, playing fields, sports hall, climbing wall.
Yeah. So
other things, class size. Yeah, small class size.
I think the high school has a really great academic reputation. And that's very reassuring, but also it's all the other extracurricular stuff. It's all the school trips and the arts and the crafts and the music and all the access to those things that the children have. Just to, some of our children, academia may not be their forte. It might be something else. So it's nice to know that the school will cater for everything. Whatever it is that one of our children will be really good at will be nurtured at this school. All of the teachers here have been really supportive and always approachable, even, you know, off the cuff conversations at the classroom door. They're always happy to talk to us. And the kids come home really excited about what they've learnt. They can't wait to tell us, you know, the experiments that they've done, or the new phonics that they've been learning or something. Which is lovely. As I said, if the kids don't love school at this age, when will they? So that's really important to us. And I find the teachers really responsive by email as well. So if I haven't managed to catch them and there is something I want to chat about, they will quite happy to engage in a conversation through email. And so that's also, it's reassuring. It's nice to have that relationship with the teachers, I think. And yeah, I mean, despite the twins, you know, leaving reception now being in year 1, they're still very fond of the reception teachers, and I see them all the time cuddling them. So, you know, it's lovely to know that they're in that friendly, approachable environment with their teachers.
And what is good as well is, you know, if there is an issue, sort of that's sort of seen ahead of time, you know, like a problem in one area with, you know, literacy or reading, then that's identified. And you know, we've been spoken, you know, had a conversation with the teachers, and been able to take early remedial action, which is, you know, which is a great help.
It's the parents' evenings, although many of them have been online, they've always been really thorough. And if their teachers had any concerns about any field, they won't wait till parents' evening. They'll come and tell us before and say, you know, so as you know, they might be falling behind in this a little bit. So, but this is what we're doing at school, and we'll keep an eye on it, and we'll keep you posted. And this is what you can do at home, and give us more resources at home if we're able to do that. And that's. It just makes us feel like we're doing the best to support them and help them through.
So we were quite keen to split the twins up.
Well,
before they came, and
I'm not sure I was.
Yeah.
So I can remember very vividly Mrs. Bruce saying, "Oh, we normally split the twins at high school," and at first thinking, they've never been split up in their whole life. They've done everything together. And then when she explained to me that actually the twins themselves know each other's strengths and weaknesses and help each other with that actually splitting them up will allow them to grow as individuals, it absolutely made sense. It was slightly heart-wrenching, but I could see that it would be good for them, and it has been really good for them. Our twin son is normally a little quiet, doesn't like the limelight, wouldn't really come forwards for anything or volunteer for anything, but actually he's really come into his own without his sister to interrupt or stand up for him or volunteer instead of him because he was being a little slow or quiet. So that's been lovely to see. And our daughter has really found her creative streak here. She'll spend hours drawing and making, and she'll do the same in after school club and come home with lots and lots of things that she's been making at home in the after school club. And it's lovely to see that they are finding out for themselves what they're good at and how to enjoy that. Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, so if you ask all three independently, do they enjoy school? They all say yes.
For different reasons. Yeah, they're all good at different things, or they all love doing different things here. But they all enjoy their school, no doubt. They love all the friends that they've made. They're very fond of their teachers, and they all have a good time here. They love all the activities and adventures that they get to do. And you can see that in the posts that go on Twitter and Instagram. You can see it's lovely to watch them in this environment, because obviously we're not here during the day. But the things that they do outside, or on the trim tail, or the secret garden, or in the hall, or it's lovely to see them as a little group doing you know, whatever activity it is and how much fun they're having with it. I think what was really telling for us was the time that we spent here with the kids. So coming on the taster days, coming on the open days, meant we could spend time in this environment and talking to the teachers in EYFS. And I think through doing that, we knew that the kids would feel comfortable here, and also that they would grow, that they would be nurtured, and that they would have fun doing it. So
Yeah, I'd second that. Coming to see the school itself, seeing, you know,
spending time here.
Yeah, spending time here and meeting the teachers is definitely a valuable exercise.
Yeah, and also we found that when we came for the open days and the taster days, we bumped into people that we knew, which was also really reassuring, because then already we were forming a bit of just a network, so amongst the parents and the kids. So which is lovely for them, and it means that as parents we can all chat together if something exciting's happened at school, we'll share it with each other, and the kids will often talk about their friends, and it's nice to know who they're talking about, and so that was a bit of a bonus, really, that we come to a new school and the kids already know some of the children. So that was, and we only knew that because we came here for the taster days and the open days.